What impressed me very much about the encyclical was its holistic nature, the sort of intellectual strength of it in pulling together all the elements of the integrated ecology. And it went further than climate justice, which is my passion, and I found it really very good to draw on. The one reserve that I had, which I expressed, is I think it would have fitted the vision of Pope Francis if he had spoken about the importance of the empowerment of women and girls. It's really not brought out as much as the encyclical, to me, would warrant. I've already seen the impact. I was in New York on the 29th of June for the special meeting of ministers that the President of the General Assembly had brought together, and the Secretary General was there. It was a full house, and every single person that spoke, I think, at ministerial level referenced the encyclical and welcomed it. Governments need to do different things. There's a different kind of leadership. The leadership of the wealthy countries is to be more ambitious about cutting their emissions. It's interesting that there was a case in the Netherlands in which the Netherlands government is now asked to cut by 25% in 2020, not the 17% they were going to do, because they're not protecting their people. Very strong words in their judgment. There's a Belgian case and other cases. So even Europe, which considers a 40% reduction by 2030 to be very ambitious, it's not ambitious enough. The United States is not ambitious enough. China is not ambitious enough. They all need to do more because they are big emitters. At the same time, developing countries need to develop by a new model without fossil fuels. It's absolutely in their interest. That's what we found in the zero carbon, zero poverty, the climate justice way research. The impacts on developing countries are already extremely severe. As we've heard, the Philippines, the small island states, Bangladesh, these countries are already affected to hundreds of millions of dollars to repair and to try to cope with the problem. And now they're talking about loss and damage, going beyond repair. This is going to get much worse, and it's worst for the poorest countries. So they need very rapidly to be part of a whole movement to renewable energy. And they will need the finance and the technology and the know-how in order to be able to do that, because no country has become wealthy to date on fossil fuel alone, without fossil fuel. And so that's why it's so important.